We're now on the Westfield Chesil stand, and with us is a great friend of the channel, Simeon, who is General Manager with Westfield Chesil.
Yes.
So you've had your first day at the National Kit Car Show as, you know, somebody involved with a kit car business. What's it been like?
It's been really amazing. I think the major thing has been the sort of overwhelming support from the owners club and that sort of thing, and just how interested people are in both brands, Westfield and Chesil. It's been a really incredible day.
Well, we've been trying to catch you all day, and it's now about 5 minutes before the show closes, and this is the first chance we've actually been able to get anywhere closer to Simeon than a wave. So he's not just making this up. This is really what it was like. So let's just have a look down at some of the cars you got here.
Yep. So starting here, I think a car that everybody's fairly well versed with. It's the FW Z-Tech, and this is the first car that we've got to actually build. So that's been very exciting. Next to us is the EV prototype. That's actually got some bodywork from the European ST3 on it for the moment, but it's a 120 kilowatt motor, very similar to the one in the Chesil, and we've got some really high hopes for this and some great specs to come for the car. It's going to be a really great fun performance.
If you turn kilowatts into horsepower for the older readers,
yes,
what does that convert
so
to?
120 is 180.
Yeah.
But it's going to have a 240 brake horsepower motor in it when it reaches production next year.
Okay, so that's going to be fairly potent.
Fairly potent.
And the age-old question, how far can it go?
How far can it go? About 150-ish miles touring. You're probably going to do 50 miles track in it. Okay. So...
but for your average track day, and I'm sure
that'll be plenty.
Yeah, and tracks will probably have their own chargers soon as well, won't they?
So it will be.
Good old Z-Tech.
Good old Z-Tech and Type 9 gearbox. It's the swan song for it, but you know it's done us proud.
And this one, I noticed you had a cover on earlier. Was this today's big reveal?
Yeah, it was really. We've obviously spent a bit of time choreographing a show special, really to showcase the new chassis and the efforts that we've made to improve the body shell, and that seems to be very well received, especially when you look alongside the other cars. But over the winter, we've put a lot of work and effort into making the molds better, improving all the processes, and I hope that what people can see is the things that we talked about earlier in the year are actually beginning to bear fruit, and the quality of the products that much better.
And if you want to see our regional factory tour of the Westfield Chesil, we'll put a link up above, and so you can click through and have a look at that, and it's really interesting.
So this is, you saw this car at the factory before. It's the EV prototype. The second car is now done. It's not here because it's gone for R100 testing, which is the sort of electrical safety testing, and that's a real step on. We're really proud of that, and we're hoping to showcase it in the next couple of weeks.
But you're up and running. If I want to put my infamous credit card out,
your infamous credit card, we've already taken a number of deposits on them, and we're starting building the first customer cars at the beginning of next month. So only a couple of weeks away. Okay,
so you have moved on really quickly.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. So customer cars, customer heritage cars are underway. We've got customer Westfields underway. So yeah, it's moving on.
And what sort of lead time if you wanted to order one now?
So for the electric car, really it's Christmas build slots now.
Already? Wow, that's impressive.
ICE or the 356 Speedster slightly earlier, September. Heritage cars, they're probably realistically Christmas as well.
Wow, things have definitely moved on. And it's great to see that, as we discussed when we came down, there's always that fear when things change ownership that people are a little bit reluctant. You've almost seemed to have the opposite, that people are almost relieved that Chesil and Westfield are in safe hands.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I hope so. You know, it's been an uphill battle. I think what we've been keen not to do was overpromise.
Yep.
You know, as I say, there's probably some possibility that you might get one of these cars before Christmas. But you know, I think being realistically building a car from scratch is, you know, often a 4-month scenario, and we're halfway through the year already.
But what a great position to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine there's a certain amount of relief that it's all
Certain
gone.
amount of relief. Yeah, you could say that. Definitely.
And finally, this is a heritage car, so it's got a regional VW floor pan.
Yeah, yeah, all shortened, upgraded, and reconditioned. New engine, reconditioned gearbox. This one's actually ready to be sold. So this is our ex demo, and we have got a couple of cars that are available on the website right now, ready to sell.
Any other little news bites or exclusives you can give us of things coming up?
Well, there's obviously a lot of work going on with the Sport next and the 11. So they'll be the two products that we spend the next sort of 12 months really looking at. So we sort of feel we've rehabilitated the engineering and the fit and finish of the Chesil. We're ready to put those into production now. So it's all going to be about working on you know, updating the sports. But what I would say is we've had major quality improvements on those already. So you know, come and get the last few Z-Techs while they're hot.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much, Simeon. That's really appreciated.
Really good to see you again,
and great
Trevor.
to see it's going so well.
Yeah,
and we'll be up
terrific.
again and
Thank
see you soon.
You're welcome. Bye bye.